What is going on, YouTube? I have got an appointment tomorrow to go get new tires for my Mustang for a Mustang Monday episode uploaded on a Sunday. It is currently Friday. Days are weird. But anyways, I'm gonna get this thing out of the barn and I'm gonna get some new tires for it. But first, this is where I decided to do a burnout. Oh, that's not how that was supposed to go. That was supposed to be a burnout. So here's what's left of the rear U-joint. And if I climb under here, look at this. Look at the state of it. This car and burnouts do not do well. The last time I tried to do a burnout in it, I broke the motor mounts. And this time I broke the U-joint. So I'm gonna get an upgraded U-joint for it. And at some point I'm gonna try a burnout again. And we're just gonna find the next point of failure. We keep going down the list on points of failure. And eventually we will get them all fixed. And I'll be able to rip burnouts all I want. Because look, I wanna put a posi in this Mustang. And this isn't gonna work for that. So I'm gonna get the wheels off this, and I will see y'all tomorrow at Discount Tire when I'm getting the new cheap tires put on this thing. But Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. I'm gonna show you why I'm putting tires on it real quick while I have them off. Now, these tires look pretty good at first glance, but this was our problem child. And I'm not much of a tire expert, but I'm gonna say that this giant bulge here and this tread coming off is not okay. Now, I am not upset with the 13-year-old Nanking NS20s. They were actually really nice tires when they were brand new, but you cannot expect a 13-year-old tire to hold up very well. So again, not mad at that. And I'm gonna go into a little bit of a rant here while I play some B-roll getting the new tires and whatnot put on. You might think that I'm a little bit of a lunatic because I was laughing like a madman after this happened. And the truth is, there's no sense crying over it. There is the phrase, life is too short to drive boring cars. But more importantly than that, I think life is too short to drive exciting cars in a boring way. So what is one broken U-joint or two broken motor mounts for the fun of trying to do a burnout and just having a good time? And if you're willing to do a burnout, if you're willing to wheelie your motorcycle, if you're willing to do any of these things, if you're willing to drive these cars the way they were meant to be driven, then you got to expect to spill some milk every once in a while and ultimately laugh it off, because it's just an opportunity to upgrade the car and make something better. I guarantee you I'm going to be putting better U-joints in this thing going back together so that this doesn't happen again. And like I said, it's a chance to upgrade the car, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. And it's funny, I got a good memory out of it. It's a fun story to tell all my friends, so there's no sense in crying about it. You might as well just laugh it off and carry on. Because if I got upset and I allowed myself to get all emotional, it's not gonna get me any further. The car's still gonna be broken tomorrow, and I'm still gonna have to fix it. So, I don't know, silly rant over. I'll see y'all when tires are back on this thing.
The next day.
Plan B, Discount Tire did not have my tires. So, and they're not gonna have them until probably Monday or Tuesday. So instead, I'm gonna go ahead and yank the drive shaft out, which is pretty easy. All I gotta do is climb under there and yank it out because the U-joint's already broken. I'll get the U-bolts out, and then I'm gonna take this one down to O'Reilly's. I've got a new U-joint and new straps up at O'Reilly's. They're supposed to be here at 3. I'll call them before I head all the way back into town to get that. But plan B, put the old wheels back on it so that it's mobile. I'm gonna get a U-joint for it, and then we're gonna give it a little test drive around the neighborhood. One last time on the old tires. I will not be trying to do another burnout. I think this car has earned itself another nickname. Her name is Ellie. It's always been Ellie since I first bought it 15 years ago. But I'm gonna start calling it Axle Wrap lovingly, because Every time I try to do a burnout or drive it hard, it hops quite a lot. I think I need ladder bars. And if you don't know what axle wrap is, which I mean, I'd imagine you would, but I'll explain it. Anyways, with a leaf spring rear end, oh, that's probably a problem right there. Great. Anyways, if you don't know what axle wrap is, what happens when the wheel tries to go forward this way, the axle tries to wrap the other way, or the axle tries to twist this way. And because it can't, or because it loads the spring, as you can see here, it starts to hop up and down really bad. And that's kind of not so good for the car. But this leaf spring is bent. Let me see about the leaf spring on the other side. That's not good. Well, this one seems to be equally bent. Well, that's a problem for another day. I'm gonna go ahead and get the U-joints out of it, and we're just not gonna mention that to the wife. We're just gonna go ahead and get new leaf springs ordered for it, probably on my next paycheck, and we'll get a new set of leaf springs and maybe some ladder bars or something for it. Whoops. I love breaking things, it's so much fun. Okay, if you are curious about the damage, I'm gonna go ahead and show you here. You can see kind of where the U-joint got up into the floor right there, and then a little bit kind of on this side over here. Kind of actually stayed off the brake line pretty good. The brake line doesn't look too bad. It bent this axle strap there. The other one's doing okay. One piece of the U-joint is still in there. The transmission was fine. I already looked at the transmission output. It's not bent. It seems to be okay. So ignore the safety wire holding up my exhaust. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this U-joint off and get these straps out of here, and then I'll go up to town. So yeah, the drive shaft kind of got up into the transmission tunnel a little bit. I need to get a drive shaft loop for this thing, and then obviously it bent the leaf springs. So I'll get new leaf springs for it too, but that's not the end of the world.
One eternity later.
It is now Sunday. Love that. The new U-joint is finally here. I took the Miata to go get it. Insert clip of that doing a burnout without any problem whatsoever. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you how to put a U-joint in. Now, the biggest thing with these U-joints is the rollers inside of them. So I'm gonna pick this thing up on its edge, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull the caps off so that I don't drop any of the rollers. And now I know that this guy is gonna face, you know, this way, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna pull these caps off and I'm gonna pull it straight out with the rollers sitting on the table so that the rollers don't fall out. Because if the rollers do fall out, you're not gonna be able to get it pushed all the way back together, and it can be quite the pain. So I'm gonna do that off camera because I need two hands, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start the process of pressing it back into the drive shaft yoke using a welding clamp, because I don't have a clamp with me, or I don't have a press with me. Okay, I'm gonna set this on the ground just because it's the easiest place to work. I'm gonna take my U-joint and I'm gonna do this with my, why doesn't my U-joint fit? This should have been a sign. I made sure it was the exact same one. Hang on. There we go. All right, I'm gonna take my U-joint and get it put in here like this. And I'm gonna flip it upside down like that and get this one started with its rollers. Now that's gonna be the hardest part, is keeping the rollers in place. Now, I'll set it on top of this hammer here. I'm just gonna give it a sort of gentle push down. It should slide up into the drive shaft. I don't know if you can see this. It should slide up into the drive shaft pretty easily, and it did. It's 90% of the way there, so I'm gonna pause on that one. I'm now gonna flip it upside down the other way, and I'm gonna get this other one started like this. Again, set it on the hammer. Now, as you're about to see, all of this hammering and squeezing is all going to be for naught. I'm gonna scrap all of that footage that I just made, because the U-joint that I just bought, this brand new one, is too wide. If I actually lay it up here on the yoke, you can see what I'm talking about. It's wider on each side. Now I'm gonna do some research on this on my own, and make sure I ordered the right one. I told them the car was a 289 automatic, not realizing, or I guess kind of realizing, it has a 302 in it, but it used to have an 0200. So this is the original 6-cylinder drive shaft. So I'm wondering if what I need is a 6-cylinder U-joint, even though it's now a V8 car. And no, I'm not gonna buy a V8 drive shaft just to make all this work, but that might be the problem. But I need to scour through the forums and figure out what U-joint I'm actually gonna need for this drive shaft, because I know for a fact this is an 0200 straight 6. I think I said V6 a second ago. So basically this entire video is just me breaking my car and then making no progress to fix it. So I will see y'all hopefully next Sunday or the Sunday after that, and we're going to be fixing this. We're going to be fixing the U-joints, we're going to be putting new tires on it, and everything's going to be grandiose. But that's going to be the end of this video. I am trying out some new merch with a new merch supplier for the channel, trying some new designs and whatnot. And anyways, yeah, so if you haven't already, make sure you leave us a like, leave us a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure you laugh at me for breaking my car and, you know, laugh at my pain. I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you go build something and be easy. I think it's worth it to note, this might not come out on camera, but this has taken 3 days, and I've run into town 3 times trying to get the U-joint for this car. So I'm at a point today where it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna be able to fix it. I'm not gonna make any more progress. Might as well just walk away. Anyways, I'll see y'all on Wednesday.